Hello, 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 beauties. Welcome to this session of the Goddess Healing Party. My name is LakshmiGrace. I'm so glad you decided to join us today. Welcome, beauties. Welcome to all the people on the YouTube channel, the LakshmiGrace Phoenix YouTube channel, and the Phoenix Rising Goddess Circle on Facebook. We're going to have a great time, so welcome to you. We're going to start with a Shanti mantra, and then we'll continue with our class today. So go ahead and put your hands in prayer pose and experience this beautiful prayer. Om Bang me manasi pradishtita mano me vachi pradishtitam avir ma ehidi Vedasya ma ani ishta shutam me ma prahasir Anena ditena horatran samdadahami pratam vadisyami satyam vadisyami tanmam avatu tadvaktaram avatu avatu mam avatu vaktaram avatu vaktaram. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, beauties, welcome. Today we're going to give ourselves the gift of a breath meditation called Remove Emotional Blocks with Alternate Nostril Breathing. And maybe some of you have practiced this beautiful breath technique. It's pretty common in the yoga world. And so today we're going to practice this. So you'll experience alternate nostril breathing, which is a simple breath technique that calms the mind and the body and emotions. And it's beneficial for removing emotional blockages in the body, which in turn creates more life force energy throughout your entire being. And plus I'll share proven benefits of regular conscious breathing practice and discuss how it can reduce fight, flight, freeze response in the body and the mind. So stay tuned. Today we're going to have a great class. We're going to clear emotional blockages and toxins. Emotional toxins in the Vedic tradition are called ama, and we'll release those and in turn increase oxygen and your life force energy and feel really amazing. So I'm really glad you decided to join today. So before we get started, I do want to check in. Can everybody hear me okay? Type in the word breath if you can hear me okay in the comment section, whether you're on YouTube or on the Facebook group. Type in breath if you can hear me. So while you're doing that, a little bit about me. I am the co-founder of Phoenix Wellbeing Center in Kauai, Hawaii, which is where I am now, yay. And the founder of the Phoenix Rising Goddess membership. I help free-spirited and powerful goddesses and gods like yourself remember their true nature by releasing social conditioning, unwanted life patterns, by providing them with spiritual tools, guidance, community, so they can connect with their inner divinity and create more freedom, happiness, and a life of heaven on earth. And isn't that what we're all here to do on this beautiful planet? So you're in the right place if that's what you're looking to experience. And if you are watching this video, you're either a part of the Phoenix Rising Goddess Circle on Facebook or the LakshmiGrace Phoenix YouTube channel. And a couple announcements to get the most out of both platforms. So on the Facebook group, check out the guides section. It's a tab at the top of the page. Click on the guides tab. You'll see within that tab, there's 5 posts. And that will really help you maneuver through the community. It has some great resources in there. And I'm going to post a link for the guide section in the comment section. So you'll have a link to follow as well as the tab at the top of the page. So check that out if you haven't yet. And then if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the link to the Facebook group in the description of the video. You're welcome to join. To get the most out of the YouTube channel, you can like the video, subscribe to my channel, and click the little bell to receive notifications. I'd love to keep you updated, stay connected, and I'll be sharing these videos once a week, live videos every Sunday, and then posting every Tuesday, weekly videos as well. So stay tuned and stay connected. Also, feel free to share the direct link to the video with anyone you think will enjoy pranayama, breath meditation, meditation in general. It's a beautiful gift to give to your friends, as well as invite them to the platforms. The more beautiful humans that are expanding in consciousness, the better. So feel free to invite and share the link. So let's get started on our class today. We are going to do a breath meditation called Remove Emotional Blocks with Alternate Nostril Breathing. And this is one of my favorite breaths, so I'm really excited to be sharing it with you. Let's start by discussing conscious breathing and its benefits and how it can reduce fight, flight, freeze stress response, because we all suffer from fight, flight, freeze. This is something that we've carried from ancestral roots and are consciously releasing it these days. So how can we use breath meditation to release fight, flight, freeze stress response? And then we're going to talk about alternate nostril breathing specifically, and then we'll practice alternate nostril breathing in a meditation to clear those emotional blocks and promote energy flow and more happiness in our lives. Let's start by talking about conscious breathing. So there is a Sanskrit proverb that goes, "For breath is life, and if you breathe well, you live long on earth." And this is a beautiful quote from the Vedas. And it really wraps up this entire concept of pranayama and how important breath meditation or conscious breathing really is in our life. And like I said, it starts consciously reducing the fight, flight, freeze response in our body. So breath is essential to life, and it is the first thing we do when we're born and the last thing we do when we leave. And in between that time, we take about 500 million breaths. That's so many breaths. And so it's important to realize that the mind, body, and breath are connected and can deeply influence each other. So our breathing is influenced by our thoughts and our physiology can be influenced by our breath. They're interconnected. So learning to breathe consciously and with awareness can be a valuable tool in helping to restore balance in the mind and the body and to soothe the emotions. Let's talk about the benefits of conscious breathing in general. So researchers have documented the benefits of a regular practice of simple deep breathing, and those include reduced anxiety and depression, lower and stabilized blood pressure, increased energy levels, muscle relaxation, especially in the neck and in the shoulders, and decreased feelings of stress and overwhelm. So all really important. And conscious breathing reduces fight, flight, freeze stress response. And it is one of our greatest tools to bring our body back into homeostasis. So in the medical community, there really is a growing appreciation for the positive impact that deep breathing can have on the physiology, both the mind and the body. So according to research, many of these benefits can affect and reduce the stress in the body. So to understand how this works, let's look a little bit at the stress response a little bit more deeper. So let's look at fight, flight, freeze. So when you experience stressful thoughts, your sympathetic nervous system triggers the body's ancient fight, flight, freeze response, giving you a burst of energy to respond to perceived danger. So your breathing becomes shallow and rapid, and you primarily breathe in your upper chest and not your lower lungs. So this can make you feel kind of short of breath, which is a common symptom when you feel anxious and frustrated, breathing in that upper chest area. And at the same time, your body produces a surge of hormones such as cortisol, epinephrine, which are all a combination that make adrenaline, which increases your blood pressure and your pulse rate goes up. And it puts you sort of in a revved up high state of alert. And these are all symptoms of fight, flight, freeze, or moving into a way to protect yourself, an ancient way of protecting ourselves. But with deep breathing, you can reverse these symptoms instantly. and create a sense of calm in your body and in your mind and soothe the emotions. All of these calming benefits of just deep breathing. So when you breathe deeply and slowly, you actually activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which reverses the stress response in your body. So deep breathing really stimulates that main nerve of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the vagus nerve. And if you look at the vagus nerve branches out through your entire body, through your arms, down your back, through your legs, all through your body. So when the vagus nerve is activated, then it slows down your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, and calms your body and your mind. It's such an essential nerve to really nurture and to ease as you go through certain situations when you get triggered. So in addition, deep breathing, you engage the abdominal muscles and the diaphragm instead of the muscles in the upper chest and neck. And this starts to condition the respiratory muscles, which results in improved efficiency of oxygen exchange with every breath by allowing more air exchange to occur in the lungs. And it also reduces strain on the muscles in the neck and in the upper chest, allowing these muscles to really relax and soften. So you're using your core to breathe and allowing the other muscles to really soften. So in short, deep breathing is more relaxing and efficient, allowing higher volumes of oxygen to reach the body's cells and tissues, as well as reversing the physical stress response in the body. Deep breathing can help calm and slow down the emotional turbulence in the mind. And breathing can have an immediate effect on diffusing emotional energy, so there is less reactivity to your emotions. So your emotional reactions aren't this wave that just takes over. When you have a tool to bring your body back into homeostasis, it really allows you to have a little bit more control over how you react in any given situation. So super powerful tool. All right, beauties. So let's talk about alternate nostril breathing specifically. Alternate nostril breathing, or channel clearing breath, is a simple yet powerful breathing technique that calms the mind, body, and emotion. So alternate nostril breathing is beneficial for removing emotional blockages in the body, which in turn creates a calm and peaceful mind. It increases life force energy, or prana, and energy flow through the Nadi channels and the chakras. So alternate nostril breathing is an ancient Indian breath technique known as Nadi Shodhana, and that's the Sanskrit term, Nadi Shodhana. So to break it down, Nadi means energy channels or channel of circulations. So we know of the main chakras, main energy points throughout the body, but there's also little channels that go through the body as well, which carry information, and it's the way the body communicates with itself. So technically, it is to purify the channels through energy and information flow. And that allows free circulation of prana, which is life force energy throughout the entire body. So super important. When the body's communicating with each other and energy is flowing smoothly, that's when we feel healthy and vibrant. That's when our bodies are at their optimum. So Nadi Shodhana is a technique for clearing and balancing our energy channels, which ensures the smooth flow of prana, or life force energy, through the body, and of course, oxygen as well, which is also an important part of longevity in life. So practicing just a few moments of this simple exercise each day assists in removing accumulated negative emotions, fatigue, tension in the body, and it releases anxious and restless thoughts in the mind. And Nadi Shodhana's relaxing effect on the mind prepares you to enter meditative state. And it can be done before meditation to allow for deeper experience, or at any time to release stress and bring the mind back to the present moment. And it's particularly helpful to ease racing thoughts if you're experiencing anxiety and stress and having trouble falling asleep. You can practice Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So let's look at some of the benefits of Nadi Shodhana. So we talked about quite a few, but it clears ama. Ama is emotional blockages and toxins. So we talk about physical blocks, buildup of toxicity in the body, but we don't really talk so much about emotional toxicity. Emotional toxicity in Vedas is called ama, and this breath helps move that emotional toxicity through. It purifies and balances the nadis, or energy channels. Clearing them is essential. It infuses the body and the mind system with a steady flow of oxygen and prana, which is life force energy. It calms the nervous system, supports your lungs and respiratory function. It fosters a restful and alert mind, making it really beneficial technique to use before meditation. It helps to harmonize the left and right hemisphere of the brain and improves ability to focus the mind. Really, that's one of the greatest things about this breath, is that it's so beneficial for balancing the hemispheres of the brain. And it brings you back into the present moment. And it also balances your right and left hemisphere and your masculine, feminine aspects, the logical and emotional side of your personality. Amazing also. And it stimulates your Ajna chakra, which is your third eye chakra, and your Muladhara chakra, which is your root chakra. So those are the activation chakras. So really cleansing through that. All right, beauties. Additionally, it's tridoshic. So we talked about in Ayurveda classes, we talked about the doshas and what pranayamas are best for each dosha. So this is really good for all the doshas, and is particularly good for vata and kapha dosha types. So vata, it keeps vata dosha grounded with their airy vata energy. This is a really good grounding breath exercise. And for kaphas, who tend to sort of get stuck and are a little sluggish, a little slower, and their energy can get stuck, it creates movement through any clogged energy channels in the body. So really good for vata and kapha dosha. So there's so many benefits for alternate nostril breathing. And we're going to go ahead and practice now. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is what you need to know about this beautiful breath technique. So alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana, should be practiced in a comfortable seated position with a straight spine and an open heart. There are several different styles of Nadi Shodhana, but they all serve the purpose of creating balance and regulating the flow of air through your nasal passages. So to practice Nadi Shodhana, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. If you're wearing glasses, go ahead and take those off. And there is a hand position unique for Nadi Shodhana, and we'll go over the technique now briefly to give you an idea of what to expect. And during meditation, I'll mention it again. I put a few images up here so you get an idea. I'm going to go ahead and give you an example while I talk about it as well. So what you want to do is just relax your left palm comfortably in your lap, and you want to bring your right hand in front of your face. And with your right hand, bring your pointer finger and your middle finger to rest between your eyebrows, and just using them lightly as an anchor. And then the fingers you'll be using to open and close your nostrils are your thumb and your ring finger. So your ring finger and pinky finger essentially can be together. It's really hard to separate those, right? You have to be pretty good at that. But you can just bring them together and use your thumb and your ring finger and pinky finger. And if this is uncomfortable, you may allow these fingers to simply float, these two, index and middle finger, to float. And just use your thumb and ring finger to close and open the nostrils. Or you can curl your those index and middle fingers in towards your palm and just gently tuck them in, and use your thumb and your ring finger. You're still using your thumb and your ring finger. It just depends on where you want your index finger and middle finger. I personally do it with my fingers tucked. But choose your favorite positioning. There are several different styles of Nadi Shodhana, but they all serve the purpose of creating balance and regulating the flow of air through the nasal passages. So I'll enlarge that image again so you can see it. The middle one isn't really one that I explained. It's just, you don't anchor your fingers in any way. You just kind of, you have your hand way out. But to me, that's distracting. There's just a lot of hand movement. But really find one technique that works best for you and be consistent with that. And consistency with the technique really supports the benefit of the practice. So just practice now, find one that you like, and we will continue that with our meditation. And I'll let you know when we start. Also, consistency of breath length is helpful. So try to match the length of your inhales and your exhales. So from nostril to nostril, go ahead and try and match that. For example, you can start inhaling a count for 5, exhaling for a count to 5, and then continue on the other nostril, inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. And you can slowly increase your count as you feel more comfortable with your practice, but do your best to make sure that they match. Nadi Shodhana can be done before meditation to allow for a deeper experience, or at any time to release stress and bring the mind back into the present moment. All right, beauties? Additionally, when practicing Nadi Shodhana or any pranayama technique, always remember the importance of moving through the exercises slowly and mindfully. And this allows you to receive the full benefits. So pranayama should never be hurried or rushed. Anytime you start feeling short of breath or dizzy or lightheaded, just simply stop and return to your normal breathing, and be sure to remain seated until the sensations pass. So if you have any sustained changes in your blood pressure or heart rate or any other vital signs, just please connect with your healthcare practitioner and check up on that. But if you are a healthy individual, this should be a perfectly healthy pranayama practice for you. But just stay tuned to how you're feeling and make sure that you take care of yourself in that way. Let's start our meditation today. So let's give ourselves this beautiful gift of remove emotional blocks with alternate nostril breathing. And this is incredible meditation to soothe the mind, the body, and emotions, and tune to our beautiful enlivened spirit and connect with the truth of who we are. So let's get started today. So you can go ahead and begin in a comfortable seated posture with a straight spine and an open heart. And I invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable. Take a few deep breaths. And release any stress or worry or thoughts. Good. And just notice your body sitting in the chair or on the floor. Noticing your breath. Noticing your heartbeat. Good. And let's begin. So we'll begin the meditation with a self-inquiry exercise that will help you connect with yourself on a deeper level. And I'll start by guiding you in a couple soul questions. Just gently repeat each one silently, and then just listen to whatever answers come without judgment, without evaluation. So please bring your awareness to your heart center, the area in your chest. And ask yourself the first question: who am I? Who am I? Silently ask yourself this question. Notice the responses that come to you without forcing anything. You may experience thoughts or feelings, images or sensations, or nothing at all. Whatever happens is perfect. Simply ask the question and rest in being. Just be. Who am I? Good. Now ask yourself, what do I want? What do I want? Ask the question and allow the responses to come to you. They may be in the form of thoughts, feelings, images, or sensations. Notice whatever comes to you without forcing anything or without any judgment. Simply ask the question and pay attention. What do I want? Good. And let go of all the questions and answers. And bring your awareness to your breath. Simply observing the inflow and outflow without trying to control it in any way. Just continue easily observing our breath. And if you notice your attention drifting away to thoughts or noises, just gently come back to observing your breath. Good. I'm going to introduce a simple breathing exercise to help you deepen into your meditation. So continue to observe your breathing easily and effortlessly. Good, and begin practicing your hand positioning that we talked about earlier in class. Relax your left palm comfortably into your lap and bring your right hand just in front of your face with your pointer finger and middle finger resting on your eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows. Using your thumb and ring finger to open and close the nostrils. Or you can curl your index finger and middle finger inward towards your palm, tucking them in, still using your thumb and ring finger to open and close the nostrils. Begin by fully exhaling, then close off the right nostril with your thumb. Inhaling slowly through your left nostril, all the way to the top of the breath. Then use your ring finger to close off your left nostril, releasing your right thumb and slowly exhaling through your right nostril all the way to the bottom of the breath. Good. Then inhale through your right nostril, all the way to the top of the breath. Place your thumb back over your right nostril and release the ring finger and exhale through the left nostril all the way to the bottom of the breath. And this is completed one round of this breath. And we'll continue to repeat Inhaling through the left nostril. Cover the left nostril. Release the thumb. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Cover your right nostril, removing your ring finger, and breathe out through your left nostril. That completes another full round, and we'll continue. Breathing in through your left, covering your left, releasing your thumb, and out through the right. In through the right, cover the right, release the left, and out through the left. Good. In through the left, cover the left, release the right, out through the right. In through the right, cover the right, release the left, and out through the left. Good. And continue at your own pace, alternating your breathing through each nostril. Your breathing should be effortless, with your mind gently observing the inflow and the outflow of the breath. Good. And your breath may get faster or slower, or deeper or shallower. However it changes, just observe it innocently. Whenever your attention drifts to thoughts in your mind or sounds in your environment, sensations in your body, just gently return to your breath. Don't look for any experience or wait for something to happen. Just simply, innocently go with the flow. And we'll continue to meditate in silence, practicing alternate nostril breathing. And I'll watch the time. When it's time to return, I'll chime a soft bell. Good. Finishing your whatever round of breath you're on. Keeping your eyes closed. And when you're finished, allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Good. Just inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Now resting in being, resting in existence, resting in presence. I'll introduce 4 intentions, and as I pronounce them, just mentally release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. Lightness of being. Lightness of being. Good. Continue to rest in being. Good. Take some time to rest. Inhaling and exhaling slowly. And slowly begin to bring your attention back into your room, into this time and into this place. Gradually bring your awareness back to your breathing, back to where you're sitting or lying. Becoming aware of your body. Start moving your fingers and toes. Roll your head from side to side. Stretch in any way feels good to you. Good. And when it's comfortable, you can open your eyes. And be here right now. Namaste. Welcome back, beauties. Whew. How was that meditation for you? Was it comfortable? I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. So let me know how that was for you. If you've practiced this breath technique before, if you have experience with it, what do you experience? And how was that meditation for you? Let me know in the comment section if you feel inspired to share. But it's a simple process, yeah. We practice conscious breathing effortlessly. And if we've noticed that we've drifted away from the breath, we just gently come back to it. And we let go of any expectations about the practice. And this is really how easy breath meditation or pranayama can be. I see a few more viewers. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know who you are in the comment section and where you're watching from. And if you're on the replay as well, let me know how that was for you. So you can continue to stretch and move, stretch your body, come back into your body. You can grab a glass of water, a little piece of chocolate maybe helps if you'd like. And continue to breathe and come back into your body. How's everybody feeling? Good. So how can you continue to practice this beautiful pranayama technique and stay in this beautiful feeling? How can you continue to stay there? Let's just talk about that for a moment. So come back to that best feeling of our meditation. So you can close your eyes if you want and just come back to that best feeling of your meditation, the best experience, the best part of the whole experience. And allow a word or a phrase to arise that describes that best feeling of your meditation. Know that you can come back to that feeling anytime through your evening or into your day tomorrow or through your week to touch back into that best feeling of your meditation and your pranayama practice today. And when you have your word or phrase, you can open your eyes. And you're welcome to share that if you like, your word or phrase. Mine was freedom. So feel free to continue practicing alternate nostril breathing when you're feeling anxious or ungrounded. This will immediately help you feel calmer and reduce the fight, flight, freeze response. And that's really what we're, as a collective, that's our next step, is to go beyond our sort of reactions of fight, flight, freeze and really consciously choose how our bodies are going to respond in any given situation. And pranayama and meditation really help with that. So continue to practice whenever you feel anxious. It's a tool to influence your body's stress reactions and have positive effects on your body and mind. So go ahead and try it and really enjoy it. Another way that you can continue this momentum of this beautiful energy, this high vibration, is to join us next weekend at 5 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to continue pranayama and we're going to do stoke your inner fire with humming bee breath. And we'll continue to soothe emotions through conscious breathing. And we'll experience humming bee breath to alleviate tension in the head. So really good for headaches or just muscular tension, maybe in the jaw or in the throat, and specifically in the head. It also opens the third eye chakra for greater intuition and inner wisdom, and it awakens your inner fire. So join us for this really beautiful experience to cultivate intuition and ignite your inner fire. So that's one way to keep going on these practices. And then also, if you want to go deeper with me, I invite you to join Phoenix Community, which is our community in Kauai, Hawaii, which is where I live now. And I share teachings of meditation, yoga, Ayurveda, shamanism in the East and West traditions of ancient India, and shamanism in North and Central America. So I'd love to share these beautiful teachings with you, all for the purpose of expanding in consciousness, knowing the truth of who you are, having a healthier and happier life, being fulfilled in your beautiful world. So feel free to join our community list. I'd love to stay in touch with you, and you'll receive weekly goodies, goddess news, updates on events. We'll be doing live events here on Kauai soon, so I'd love to stay in touch. So feel free to join. All right, beauties. So in summary, today I shared a breath meditation called Remove Emotional Blocks with alternate nostril breathing. I discussed conscious breathing, its benefits, and how conscious breathing can reduce fight, flight, freeze, stress response. Researchers have documented many benefits of a regular practice of conscious breathing. Then we talked about alternate nostril breathing specifically, and we practiced a breath meditation using alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana, to clear emotional blockages through the Nadi channels, clear toxic emotions, which are called ama in the Ayurveda. And in turn, opening those channels allows more prana, which is life force energy, through those Nadi channels, through better communication through the body, more flow, more health, vitality, and well-being. And that is the purpose of this beautiful pranayama practice. Last, I encourage you to continue practicing alternate nostril breathing. If you need a little bit more guidance on the hand positioning and the technique itself, feel free to watch the video again. But feel free to practice before your meditation to get into a quieted mind, to go deeper into meditation, or anytime that you feel anxious or stressed out, this breath will immediately help you feel calm and reduce that fight, flight, freeze response. All right. And I'd love to know how that's going for you. So if you feel like sharing, put a comment in the Facebook group. Let me know how that's going for you, or feel free to comment on this video. So continue trying it and let me know how it goes. All right, beauties. So we're going to transition into Q&A. So feel free to type them in the comment section, or feel free to listen. I don't see any questions coming in, but there's one question I hear often that I wanted to share with you. What can I do to prepare for alternate nostril breathing and other pranayama practices? Well, a preliminary step to have equal breath flow through each nostril is to cleanse the nostrils. And so an ancient Indian technique, which is becoming more popular in the West, is called jala neti, or purification through water. And so you would use a neti pot with lukewarm water, and I just happen to have my neti pot here. So this is a neti pot using a saline of warm water and a little bit of salt. You would pour the water into the pot, and you would use this to pour through one nostril, and water would come out the other nostril. So you'd use about half of this. You'd tilt your head to the side, and then you'd switch sides and do the other side. And this starts cleansing the nasal cavity, dissolves and washes away accumulated mucus and dirt, which helps the sinuses drain. So you could use a cup, or maybe like a cup with a spout, but it doesn't work as well as if you have like a little tube that you can put into your nostril. It's not expensive, it's like 20 bucks. This is a pottery one. I suggest getting one that's not plastic. These are great. Highly recommend, especially if you're in a dry desert area with lots of dust. This is good. You can do it every day. So highly recommended. Daily practice prevents congestion of the sinuses, makes it less susceptible for common colds and other respiratory infections, and supports your practice of pranayama. So easier to do if you felt like you were a little stuffy, then you can do something like that to do a cleansing of your nasal passages. Any questions on that? Neti pot. I bought mine at my local health food store. So most health food stores have them, or you can order them online. And I'm going to give you a set of Ayurveda classes that I have shared. I'm going to post them in the comment section on Facebook. This is specifically in Ayurveda. Ayurveda is India's 5,000-year-old medicine that focuses on daily health, mental, emotional, and physical health. So I will post those in the comment section, and you'll have lots of tools to play with and find that beautiful homeostasis, that beautiful connection with your truth, your authenticity, feeling happy and healthy in your life, and living your best life ever. All right, beauties? So I don't see any questions coming in. That's all I have for you. Thank you for joining. So if you're on Facebook, stay engaged and participate in the community. If you're watching on YouTube, click that subscribe button and the bell icon for updates on future videos and live broadcasts. I go live every Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and on YouTube, post every Tuesday. You have a special invitation to join us. Stoke your inner fire with humming bee breath at 5 p.m. Pacific time. We'll continue soothing the emotions with conscious breathing. So experience humming bee breath to alleviate tension in the head. Open the third eye chakra, which is the chakra between the brows, for greater intuition and inner wisdom, and awaken your inner fire. Join us for this beautiful experience to cultivate intuition and ignite your inner fire. And for more health, wellness, and goddess empowerment, right here in the Phoenix Rising Goddess Circle on Facebook and the LakshmiGrace Phoenix channel. All right, beauties, I love you so much. Thanks for joining. Aloha. Namaste. I love you so much.